When I'm on court, I get the feeling that nothing else matters. I go into the zone.
Squash is everything to me. I'm here every single day. Squash is my life, pretty much.
Tariq has been with us for 5 years. When he first entered this program, Tariq is a kid that could go one of two different directions. One being a very bad direction, and one which is a much more positive direction.
What I had heard from his past academic director was that he was really struggling. His school was not really staying on top of him. He was being late to school. His transcript was not looking so good.
For street squash, I used to play a lot of video games at home. I definitely wouldn't be taking these stairs. I would pretty much just sit at home, be lazy in school, didn't get the best grades.
5 years ago, Tariq didn't give me the impression that he wanted to go to college. But now, since he's been in this program, he's eager to go to college.
When I think of Tariq, I think of change. He's a great squash player, but it's better than that. He's a leader, he's a mentor. He's a student that went from, I'll do homework at StreetSquash, but I won't do it any other day. Maybe I'll hand it in, maybe I won't, to us saying, you're a great athlete, but it means nothing to colleges if you don't have the grades because you won't be an athlete in college. So this light bulb goes off and all of a sudden he went from being mediocre, 70-ish or lower, to being like a B+A student playing squash, being a leader.
Being here, it definitely gives me the opportunity to, work on my homework. We have a bunch of tutors here to work on our homework, so no more being lazy in school.
I think that after multiple years of people telling him to do his homework and turn it in, he said to himself, you know what, I should be doing that and I can do that. And I think something eventually clicked for him that he owes himself a lot more than he was giving.
I don't take it for granted that he talks about college as if it's a foregone conclusion. When he first entered this program, I can guarantee you that that was not his destiny. And it is great that he now assumes he's going to college. That's 97% of the battle.
What's the best way to do it? Hit it high, and I kept saying to you when you were up there,
I want to be just like him. Not even in just squash, just in life. He started this huge program, sent a whole bunch of people to college. He's always here, always, helping us out no matter what's going on in his life.
Street squash has shown me that I can pretty much just go out and do anything. I would like to study psychology in college. I would also love to play squash professionally. That is a big dream of mine.
As far as squash, that kid loves squash more than anybody I know. He works his heart out. He gets me on court. He was actually probably the first person that got me to play and was patient with me and showed me and encouraged me. He helps every single student on his team, even if they're brand new or if they're a level below him.
Tariq helps me get better at squash. He helps us get our serves good. He gives me a challenge, so that's how make me better at squash.
I'm definitely aware that there's people looking up to me, so I try to take on leadership roles anytime I can around street squash, to have the younger people, to give them something good to look up to.
He's the head of the student leadership committee. He wasn't team captain, but he might as well be because he's always encouraging his team to help out whenever. He participates in every single event we have. He is mature beyond his years, and I just can't wait to see what he does because I know he'll be extremely successful.
He's a great example of what this program can do for children that are at real risk of going in a very different direction.
We need more programs like this. This is like 1 in a million right now. So many youth are dying every day, killing each other every day. So I feel if we had more programs like this in urban communities, the crime rate will be down and a lot of kids will graduate from high school and go to college.
I'm extremely grateful to Street Squash for not only giving me a new dream, but for giving me a dream. I wasn't really looking forward to anything before I came to Street Squash, just, doing what I was doing. Now that I'm actually in this program, I have something to look forward to, something that I want